What is up, everybody? It's ADB95, and welcome to the Italian derby between FabTheZen and Ircomm. I have Borealis in the commentary booth with me.
Hello, everyone.
And yes, it's been a while since we had a match between two Italians. It's not, actually. I just remembered I played with both against Angurio and Mascherino last year. Anyway, this is a pretty important match in Group B of the Middle League. I am getting everything right tonight. And we're gonna start on a very spicy map. We have Dam Busters for map 1. Then we have Aqua Base for map 2 and Frostfight for map 3. That's a killer set, if you ask me.
It's definitely maps that are somewhat unusual,
Yeah, we can see that Comm is going 3 gunners on the Busters, which makes sense a little bit. Meanwhile, Fab was using just 2 gunners.
And a Sapper
right?
in the middle.
Yeah, I am interested about the Sapper in the middle.
Yeah, I don't see that one. I don't know what he's supposed to do.
My guess is he's gonna try to take a jetpack.
I mean, yeah, that's the only valid reason. Especially against 3 gunners, it might work out, but the gunners might just focus fire him and then he's dead anyway.
Yeah, it's just I'm struggling to think what he can do. I mean, to be fair, I would not have expected the 3 gunners either. That's a very good spawn for Fab to start the game. Want to remind you that the pig that starts on top of the dam for both teams is random.
Yeah, we see a gunner for Comm on here, so...
I just remembered that this file has no music, so I just added some.
Yep. Although this is out on some damage, right?
I don't know, I would definitely go for the 100 here. Wait.
Okay. Must have been
nothing. I guess he was just looking for the voices thing. That's a pretty decent shot, all things considered.
Yeah, but going over to the artillery next to Comm and 1,000 pound shelling him would have been much more devastating, no?
Yes, I would have definitely gone for the 100. Let's see if Comm does the same, or he just goes for 100 shot on somebody on his right side.
Yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense now. Because on the dam there is not really a target. Wait.
Okay. He also goes for the long-range shot. To target one of the 2 gunners from Fab. He does get a better shot than Fab.
For sure. I wonder, do you target the gunners first on this map or the one Sapper that Fab has?
If you're Comm, you mean? Yeah. That's a tough one, because I wouldn't worry too much about the Sapper, because he's as soon as he invades, he's gonna be targeted forever. That's a missed input, if you ask me.
Well,
Fab got stuck on the little ledge, but yeah, that looked like a missed input for me. Sometimes it happens with Duck Station. You just get your circle or square or X cancelled, and it happened to me a couple times where I had a jetpack equipped and I tried to just speed select a bazooka, but the circle failed. And that means I fired another jetpack into the nothingness.
Ow! Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh yeah, and we see Comm absolutely going ham on that gunner. If he didn't undercook this one. Just barely.
Are you sure? I mean, yes, he was definitely aiming for the gunner, now that I saw that, but it almost hit the guy stuck on the ledge.
Yeah, that would have been a nice coincidental hit.
As expected, we have a slow start on them busters. Pretty slow, even considering that none of them has used the most powerful weapons of the artillery.
Yeah, both of them went for a long range shell. Despite both of them definitely have, or Fab for sure, having the opportunity to get more damage.
Okay, that's a decent mortar. It's gonna get 41. I would also consider the fact that if you just start targeting the artillery, it doesn't take as long as one would expect to take it down.
Or just ignore them and deal with pigs.
Let them run out. That's a strategy that a lot of the time works on maps like Over the Top and Chill Hill, for example. I find that here it's going to be a little bit harder to let the artilleries go because they have more range, and it's just so much harder to hide your pigs from the powerful shells.
Yeah, due to the height the artilleries are compared to the pigs, they definitely have a huge advantage in comparison to when they are just on.
There's some pretty easy preset mortars that you can fire from the bottom to the top at 45 degrees, and you can hit the side of the artillery pretty consistently. Mortars or air bursts, that they could deal even more damage. Fab seems to want to play long range, direct damage from long range.
That was a very nice hit.
He calibrated that shot. The second time he was much better than the first one, and the first one was a 41, so it was not bad at all.
Oh, but this gunner is still up here. Mother probably wants to take a shot at this guy, right?
Yeah, if he was not there, I would have considered maybe a flamethrower on the artillery, but taking that 20 is probably a better choice.
Yeah.
I think a punch could potentially make him swim a lot. Oh, he's hitting someone else. That's a weird choice. That gunner is so dead.
It was a nice shot, but I'm not sure that the gunner is happy right next to... Ah yeah, very dead. I see.
Yeah, he's body blocking a paratrooper that will not hesitate to dump both of his remaining jetpacks on him.
Oh, you mean that gunner? I thought you meant the gunner
yeah.
just attacked. Yeah. Kendo is dead.
Yeah. Not dead, but close. I am surprised that neither of them went for a single scout.
That looks short, if you ask me. Like, wait.
We have... Probably gonna destroy the crate, though. Nope, because the little shell falls into the water. And if I remember correctly, that's an air burst, so that would have been important. Let me think. They have Aqua Base and Frostfight. I don't know, it would have probably been a good choice to bring one scout here, to at least keep the game moving, you know? One poison here is almost impossible to escape out of.
Yeah, I don't know. This is just an annoying situation right now, I believe, for both of them. Looks like Bob might be dead. Nope.
It's just a little bit short, but it will bring him into poison range, I believe. Why do you say that? You ask me, because there's no poison. Yes, but there is the artillery shell.
Yes, but for that one, I think the guy is actually out of range. Could that gunner be hit by the 1,000-pound shell?
The gunner?
The Kung Fu.
I think so, yeah. I think it reaches. I think with a slightly lowered shot, it could even reach the farthest guy. Honestly, I would have gone for the poison shot. They had...
Yeah, they were so close together.
They were close enough together that... Or even a triple with the perfect shot. Like, if you dump it exactly in the middle. And... That's a pretty good target. For the 100 shell for Comm.
Yep. He just has to not drown it.
It's a very tough angle to work with, to be honest.
Oh.
And only gets a 28.
Yeah, 28 is not what you want to see out of that.
Yeah, it looked closer, to be honest. So, this match is pretty important in the context of the race for third place, in my opinion, because Fab got a pretty important win over Lewis in week 1. Com lost 2-0 to you, Borealis.
Oh, yes. That's an overshot.
That's a big overshot. Seems like they're still calibrating their shots. I mean, it's hard to...
Oh no. This is me, I think.
Okay, no, it was just a lag spike. All is well.
Yeah.
It's hard to factor the height distance, and the damage so far is pretty low.
Yeah, for sure. Will Jim
Both of them
die this time?
Yeah, they're both close to getting 1 kill at least.
He's dead.
Yeah. 34, and the first gunner of the match is done, and it also deals a little bit of damage to Com's own gunner.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Now, this guy needs to get out of here, if you ask me.
Yeah, this positioning is... a bad would be an understatement, I'd say.
Yeah, for me, it was just a big mistake for Com to...
Fab?
For Com to not... to not hit the paratrooper on the ledge with this guy.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he exposed himself to so much damage from the Sky Blue team, and also he had a...
Oh my god!
Wow.
Skip straight over the water.
Oh, okay. I think that was planned.
That is a jetpack.
That's pretty good. I was saying he had a roller grenade. That was the perfect weapon to just shove the paratrooper down without self-damaging.
Yeah.
Okay. I see he's saving the homing missiles for when they're really needed.
Oh, that looks also short. Water?
Oh no, I thought... No, it was long actually, because he was looking for the ledge guy.
There's no ledge guy, right?
No, he was right behind it. You couldn't see it. You
Oh.
could see it only for a second.
Wow.
If you look at the minimap, you can see him.
Okay, Fab
then-
being very indecisive.
I think he picked the right choice in the end. He wants to try to get some water damage out of this.
I don't think that will work.
Oh my god. Yeah. One weird mechanic about the homing missile, we talked about it before some other time. It's that for some reason it's programmed in a way that even if you put the sign, the thing, right next to the pig in a specific way that you want to maybe shove him in a specific direction, the shot automatically corrects to... Oh, okay, he was just protecting the points. The shot automatically corrects to the center of the pig for some reason. Oh no, that
What?
works?
What?
Okay, that's a new one.
But no 6 at all.
So, what happened here was... Com... We feared desync for a second, but Com was actually bringing his health down to 15 to protect himself from poison. Then he tried to slam his body between the wall and Fab's pig to try to get a good position for
Nah.
the flamethrower.
No. This is not the right chair to use right now. Does Fab not
And
know
then-
that the short range
And
chair
then,
do
something
reach?
I've never seen before, he was able to fire the shot while inside Fab's pig.
Oh yeah, that was absolutely insane, absolutely hilarious.
And that
Fab-
somehow generated extra knockback on the first flame. And I don't know if you noticed that. Pretty interesting.
Usually it's only the second flame that generates that much knockback, isn't it?
Yeah, it just looked like kind of a proxy thing, you know, when there's the hit, and also the fact that the game is recognizing that the hitboxes are overlapping in a weird way, and is like, get out of here. That's gonna get
10?
a 20. 17.
Somewhere in between.
Fab is in front.
Yeah, for sure. Which is interesting. Fab has no more long-range shots left in his artillery, by the way. He just
Right now, the advantage is down to that pig that Com basically gifted to him. The 15 HP gunner that is on the screen right now.
Why would he target him, though?
Yeah, there's no reason to do it now.
He just had his turn, and the Zapper has nothing to do. And he will hit his Zapper.
Wow, yeah. That's also extra damage because of the kill.
Yeah,
and
that
potassium water.
There was nothing good about that turn.
Let's see. They are going to use the poison shell at some point. It's surprising to me that they want to use the long range ones first.
Yeah.
Maybe because they're not confident with the close range ones.
This feels to me like a poison full power shell would reach him exactly, right?
I wouldn't poison a 37 HP pig. But
Yeah,
yes, I think it will.
But what would the Zapper do? He does not have a jetpack. That's undershot.
He does not, right?
I don't think he has a jetpack now.
No, I don't think so. Unless... no. Unless it's the one that this guy collected. But there is still one crate that could be a jetpack. I don't know.
I don't think... But he's loaded. Wow.
Damn!
Nah, now you definitely don't go for that.
Yeah, it's too late for... to start hitting the artillery. You want to do damage.
Yeah. That definitely
Whoop.
looks better. Okay.
Oh my god, that was so unlucky. Double 13 though.
That is skill to get that out of the mortar.
And I want to know what this pig was doing so far, because he was still sitting on his 3 jetpacks.
Bazooka and airburst.
Oh, okay.
Not exactly in that order, but airburst and bazooka, yeah.
Okay. Again! I don't understand this play from Com. He does get the kill.
A lot of crates gone.
Oh yeah.
That's an airburst gone as well.
Yeah, that's just a lot of crates gone. Doesn't that para on the ledge still have 1 jetpack?
Yeah, he does. Oh, there was actually a jetpack! There was actually still a jetpack, wow.
So now Fab has the guy inside the artillery.
Yeah.
180 HP paratrooper with still 1 jetpack that's probably going to kill Shogun. And this gunner with 2 jetpacks.
That looked like
looking pretty good
like
for
a
Fab
full
right now.
power shot right there. Yeah.
That's another 13?
No, 11.
11, okay.
Another 13 would have been hilarious.
I know. By extension, that means that there's another jetpack crate to collect even on this side, so Com is going to get it.
Yeah, I don't know. Com so far, while not playing bad, has played tactically confusing, I'd say.
True, but I think this is just a confusing map for both.
Yeah, this map is not that great experience, but this
and that's a good
nice.
shot.
Another 20? Ah, almost.
So total of 52. That's a pretty good hit in the economy of this game, which is very poor so far.
Ah!
Are you serious?
Ah!
Okay, tone it down a little bit. Yeah, that was
A turn.
a complete waste.
And the shot would have reached the 2 of them here. They were definitely close enough.
I think what happened there, and that's just a rough guess. I think Fab tried to undershoot it to only hit Com's pig. an insanely hard thing to do with something that has such a stupidly big range as that thing.
Yeah. Stupidly big is a very good description for that.
Comm is getting better with the mortar shots, though, so Fab needs to be careful. Okay, this guy still has a jetpack. Okay, he wants to throw him down without wasting the jetpack. I think that's a smart move.
Yeah, given at what HP is on, probably the best.
Because in the economy of this game, if there's a good chance that that 180 paratrooper from Fab is going to be the last pig standing. And I don't think in that situation you want to be standing on that ledge. You wanna go somewhere else.
Oh, this artillery! Oh my god! Do you see what I see?
I do.
There's a poison target. Now if Comm only tries it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that would be big, because I think that gives a chance for Comm's paratrooper on 26 that was just thrown down to get back up and hit Fab's paratrooper, and he does hit because, again, that thing has a stupidly big range.
Yeah.
And that is probably a crucial turn if Comm can capitalize on this. He needs to deal any kind of damage to the 180 guy. That's fine, he still has another jetpack. The details are not important right now.
That was any kind of damage, yeah. You are absolutely right. Although I don't think... Wait, he's lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the right choice, yeah.
Ironically, the fact that he didn't slip down was better for Comm because it gave him a chance to do something else, but he doesn't get any swim anyway. So that paratrooper is ironically back to his original health.
Oh, wait. Well...
Fab's artillery still has the 1,000 pound? I completely missed that fact.
Yeah, but he seems to not realize just how large the range for these things is.
That's gonna be a kill. And... you were saying Borealis?
Yeah, that is a kill.
I'll be honest, was a little bit of a waste, maybe, to have a pig being obliterated by the fire shell that was only on 26 health.
Yeah, I think I would have used the mine shell right there because of the
That's a
water.
pretty brave move from Comm, using his 2 jetpacks to seize the moment and get some damage onto the paratrooper that was still on full health.
Look at this. Oh!
Oh, that's a big play.
Yeah, he kills him in 2 turns.
Yes. He killed 130 HP paratrooper in 2 turns, and if you consider the fact that he was on 180, he killed 180 in 3 turns. And again, in this game where damage was very slow.
Oh, that is a good shot.
That is pretty good. I mean, the gunner is dead because it was a better target now, but Comm's trade-off was
huge.
Definitely paid off. He got 130 damage for a 66.
Yeah. But the target choice was definitely the right one. This guy was already too far away.
Yeah, and now we have a 2v1. There's the 2 artillery guys and the 3rd guy, who is this gunner on 93, so...
Yeah, looks very grim for Fab.
Yeah, Fab cannot do anything right now.
He should not leave the artillery with any ammo, though.
I do think he should get out. The problem is he should be getting away from the artillery, honestly. The other one, I mean.
Yeah. Probably too late at this point.
I mean, he can bank on Comm missing the next shot. That's a win condition.
Wait.
And that's a good one.
That's also big.
I'll tell you what, if Comm messes up the next shot, Fab's move was the best one he could do.
And using the F-Rain, I think, is the best option here, simply because you can manually detonate it.
true, but at the same time, I think he wants to do safe damage on this paratrooper right now. He's in front. I think that's also a valuable choice.
Oh, huge hit.
Yeah, gets the full 60. Fab is now probably better off staying up here because it's the gunner next, unless he kills him. That would be a problem. That's a swim. That technically makes you get less damage, you know?
Yeah, even though it looks terrible.
Oh, he still has a lot of things.
Yeah, but he probably realized that this guy's next. Unfortunately, he's also next.
And I think that's the guy that still has the flamethrower. Out of the 3 gunners from Comm, this is the guy that didn't use it, so...
Wow. Yeah, then the game is over now.
Yeah. I think Fab's timing to get out of the artillery was correct, but he needed to kill this pig in the previous turn to have a chance. He was loaded. He had enough things to take down the artillery guy eventually.
Well,
but Comm takes the win.
One big thing that Fab had going against him definitely was also the fact that Comm just had more picks, so his artillery shot less, meaning he had more ammo left.
And that was caused by the very good turn that from Comm where he got to the other side and flamethrowed and killed 130 HP paratrooper. That is definitely the move that won the game.
Oh yeah, that won the game, but I think even the early kill of the Zapper also did a lot.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. But we'll see what happens in Game 2, where Comm will be going first on Aquabase.
See you all there.
And we are back with Aquabase, and you can see that the lineups are starting to normalize a little bit, because, well, it's kind of hard to... It's kind of... Not hard. Weird to see the couple on a map like Aquabase, but to be fair, in this set, it makes sense.
Yeah, couple or even Grenadier or Medic alone on what we just played would be useless.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen many Grenadiers on Aquabase now that I think about it. It just feels like a strange pick.
It is simply... Oh!
They accidentally started Dambusters again, and that's a first, I'd say.
That would be a very interesting map to play with those lineups.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Nothing of this will be cut, by the way.
Very nice.
that was very funny. There we go. That is Aquabase.
Oh no. Well, I guess I'm alone for now. But what matters? What matters is that Comm is going first, and we have couple on couple action going on, so this medic ninja is very quickly making his way over here and easily getting the moment. With this map, I find personally Grenadiers to be an odd choice, but as we've just pointed out, on this set of maps, it's kinda required. I prefer double Zapper in second and third on this map for sure, to get into vehicles after using a TNT, but if you have no other choice, then decent cluster, not the best, not the worst. And we finally see ADB disconnect from the voice chat. But yeah, this Grenadier will have to find himself either some armor, which he might very well do it. I wonder if it isn't the best to just jump into that pillbox and go at the medic. But seems Fab has other plans. Instead, going for a hopefully devastating... Nope. That was a pretty mid cluster as well. The first one only dealing 70. That on com. Almost. And this one now dealing... I'm not sure how much. We might see it soon. But yeah, this Grenadier is just dead now. But the good news for Fab is that this guy is not getting into the pillbox. So Fab still has an opportunity to get into that. And take a shot at Comb's medic, who's positioned himself relatively poorly. However, this guy absolutely could go ham on the two guys to the right here. And welcome back.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, what did I miss?
The perfect opportunity for Fab to just hurt Comb's medic without hurting his...
Okay.
Com just placed the medic in the wrong... on the wrong side.
Okay. So it was just MoMA, then this.
MoMA,
How many turns I missed?
2 cluster grenades and
Oh,
Comb's
okay.
TNT that killed Fab's grenadier already.
Oh. That means that the MoMA will be reversed?
Nah, not yet.
Oh yeah,
both
because he took a
grenadiers
turn.
had to
Okay,
turn,
okay,
yeah.
okay, okay. So Com needs to be careful about that, but it looks like he's on a rampage in terms of damage
I'm
dealt
not
so
sure.
far.
That is...
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
That is huge. Wow.
Yeah. And oh, this guy's still on 120, so yeah, Fab needs a big shrapnel, I guess, on this guy. It's in that situation.
TNT with water maybe could do it as well?
Nah, I think Fab is behind enough in health that I think this requires a shrapnel. The problem is, I think he doesn't have any space for his setup. This is very dangerous. It hung on the fence.
Amazing! But he still got a 30 out of it, better than a nothing.
Yeah, although again, he probably needed more than that.
Yeah, as I said, TNT with water damage, and then a second turn to kill him. Would have dealt more than that.
Depends on what kind of pig he has after, I guess. But yeah, maybe. I don't think water would have dealt too much in that spot, though.
Scout should be next, and then it's the medics again, right?
Yeah, so he needed a TNT plus my brain is freezing right now. He needed 30 water damage to get him in range of the sniper, and I don't think that little tiny strip of water could have done it.
But what is he trying to aim at?
That is a strange play, I want to say. That he's aiming for the... That could be a hit, although it looks like a miss. No, yeah.
Very close.
Yeah,
and yeah, this
so
looks...
far, Com is taking everything in this game.
Yeah, this looks like a pretty bad beating.
Who knows, maybe the game is still early. That's
see
not English, but you got the point.
If Com... Okay, the pillbox is dead though.
Yeah, the pillbox was destroyed by the shrapnel from Com, so he seems like he's in control of the game. We've been before in this kind of situation when there's the first map that has not a very good first turn advantage. And that automatically puts pressure on the player who goes first, because they know that the second one does. So they must win.
Oh,
that was a weird double tap.
Yeah, that was one of those instances where you really just want to let them drop because he wouldn't have slid.
Yeah, it was pretty easy to see too as well.
Now this
Fab should definitely hit the medic though.
It is a kill on a Zapper. Unless he doesn't get a turn. But I think he does.
Swim tried to save Comm Sapper here, but that could be an overshot. No.
Oh my god.
The tiny tentacle of land has probably saved Fab there.
Yeah, it did. But look at this. Two-thirds
the
of
bar
health.
doesn't take into the account the 84 damage that was dealt in the last turn, so that is to be considered. But still, Comm is way ahead.
Yeah. TNT with the 2 pools here probably kills this guy now.
I think he's on 46, so just the TNT is enough.
Oh, I did not catch that. So yeah, you're absolutely right, that guy is also dead.
Let's go. So Fab absolutely needs to hit the medic now, because he still has... There's also the Grenadier though.
And he's very healthy, but they're also very close.
What would you do? Because the medic is in a pretty good spot, but in my opinion, taking a Trank is better than taking another cluster.
I would have bunched them up and tried to use the tank in the corner to hit both of them in next turn. Although this swim is also devastating. Wow.
I think his Fab Scout is too far away for that, like he's here.
He might also be dead. Depends on what happens now.
Comm needs to be very careful, because he cannot get out, because it would put him in the water, but if he touches... Oh wow, that was pretty good.
I think he got out, if you ask me.
Yeah, he turned the
Oh,
tank.
that is turn though.
Is it? Yeah, I mean, that is also Scout, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, that is enough turn. He did get back in.
Yeah, that was a very, very good turn for Comm.
10 HP left, wow.
Fab put himself up there probably to try to bait him into touching him, and that would immediately end his turn. But Comm just slowly turned enough so that when he jumped out, he would not be in the water, and then dealt a ton of damage to him.
Oh no, don't forget the Gren now. He's on 39.
I think he remembered, but he doesn't have time to turn around.
Oh, he had. Yeah.
So
Fab will take another cluster here.
Well, Comm does need to tranquilize the one who's going next for that to happen, and that would be the paratrooper. So if Comm is going back to the Sapper, no he's not. Well, that I think makes the game basically over.
Yeah. I could not have told you which pick was going next. That is the 3rd turn this guy gets. Wow.
Yeah.
That is insane.
He basically only has that Sapper as a target. If he gets some good damage, I think there's very little Fab can do to turn this around. I mean, he could try to hold on a little bit to the tanks, maybe?
Ooh.
Okay, that's pretty unlucky.
But he gets a pretty devastating swim at least. Look at this, it's almost like he...
76, it's almost a good cluster.
Yeah.
That's very unlucky for Fab.
That's like... Okay, I don't hit the cluster, but I still hit a cluster, whatever.
Oh, okay. Makes sense, but if you turn around, there's a lake that is very much in range of that TNT.
Nope.
To be fair, he only needs 3 HP of water damage. It's pretty doable.
Oh, is he that low? Ah, yeah, right. He was that low. And...
Oh my god, he survives with 1.
Wow. I don't think there's a way for Fab to win this in any way.
Let me think about it. Does he have another turn to deal that head jump? I don't think he does right now.
His para definitely goes next. He will not die.
No, his scout is next, and he's on 10 HP on that other side there.
Oh! Yeah.
Although, you're right, his para will go before the Grenadier takes another turn, so...
Yeah. This Zapper might be dead.
No, he's not. And Comm doesn't have a scout, right?
Nope, he does not.
So, okay. That's some good damage if he can swim a little bit, and he does.
Yeah, for 4 damage.
Oh, yeah, he still has one more jetpack that he can use to kill this guy, and yeah that's gonna be probably it. Because if Comm can place another well-thought bazooka, he can kill the sapper and leave Fab's team on just a paratrooper. And he's not even gonna risk it.
Yeah, why use the bazooka if you have that? Add a 150 sapper.
Makes perfect sense to me.
150 sapper at this point in the game.
Yeah. I think there is potential for Fab to induce Comm to make a couple mistakes if he can grab a tank to throw him around. I would absolutely leave the medic alive for last because he's out of tranks now, but of course that's the pig that's closest to Fab right now.
I would have definitely gone into one of the corners for one of the healthy tanks.
The problem is, he also needed to do the head jump now, because next turn the medic will bring the Grenadier to 21.
Yep. I wonder, did Fab forget about this? About Shogun here? Oh wow, he doesn't even do that.
Yeah.
He just halves this guy's HP.
Probably realizes it's not required.
But it did remind Fab of the head jump to do.
I guess.
Well, it's at least 1 pig less.
Yeah, and not a high explosive to take.
I mean, this guy's dead even on a bazooka, so...
Okay, that is a okay move, all things considered, because... I think... Let me think about it. Next is the Sapper for Comm, so... Unless he dishes out a very good hit, he cannot kill him. I would honestly just direct the shrapnel to the tank.
Yep.
Instead.
Yeah. Definitely what I would do now.
There was a closer tank, so Fab absolutely didn't need to do this. He could have taken that tank and just protected himself from the Sapper turn, I think.
Tanks deal 40 damage when they explode, so a shrapnel would have instantly deleted this tank.
Yeah, but he could have still hoped for a mistake, I guess. I mean, this is the game, a game that need
like
to have.
Shot. Wait, no, it's wet.
It could bounce. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the other crate? I actually don't know. A mortar, okay. That's not huge, but it is something. The problem is for Fab that if one of the pigs from Comm's team was low health, then we could have a game, maybe. Because he could play with that guy. Then absolute priority takes is the Sapper, I guess.
Yeah, but he's on 150. Wait, what?
Okay, he deals some damage, I guess.
Does he not know how the aiming of that thing works?
No,
It's pretty bad, but
you saw what happened there. He turned around and the whole camera just jerked in another direction.
yeah,
So
I hate that it does that.
Yeah, and he was probably startled by that and left the fire button, which caused that.
Yeah, I mean, would have happened to me as well, just the same way.
Tell you what, again, if he managed to bring the medic on low health, on low limping health, then he could have done something about it.
He definitely needs to keep the medic alive right now.
He definitely needs to stay away from the sapper.
Oh, that as well, but he does this by keeping the medic alive, giving him a turn right now, and taking the next tank.
In fact, when the sapper turn comes, which is the next one, I would take a shelter instead. Just to save myself from a shrapnel that would kill me.
Oh. Oh, these are bad.
Yeah, that is pretty bad.
This medic has just become a threat.
Yeah. Although that tank can still, well, tank a hit. Or two, maybe. That could miss on the wall? No.
But you're absolutely right. The shelter would be better. Only did 20 damage, right?
Yeah, and then you could use the tank to grab that other tank.
Yeah.
And I think that's a valuable weapon as well.
Airburst and rocket launcher here, I think.
Really?
Yeah, Airburst
Just
sure.
hide behind the mountain. Just hide behind the mountain for.
Oh, that was lag. Wait, what?
Oh, I think Fab did not have control there. I think the game took away Fab's control for that swim because you saw
probably.
that he turned in a tank controls way.
Yeah, he turned very mechanical, and not only that, he. Oh, but that ain't gonna kill the tank.
I was not aware that could happen, to be honest.
Probably because he exited the tank into a slide?
Yeah, he exited the tank into a slippery tile. I was not aware that would happen.
Yeah, okay, this shot is worthless. Basically.
It's not completely worthless. It brings the first tank into
one-shot range.
40 range.
Yeah, the other is
but it does
definitely
give,
an
yeah.
Airburst. Oh, with this thing you can drive over the of everything though.
Over everywhere. Just stay in the water, to be honest. It's gonna make it harder for anyone to hit you.
Yeah, except those shrapnels, right?
Yeah, but even a shrapnel cannot do 150.
Oh, that... Where was the low aiming?
Again, I think Fab is playing this endgame as best as he can right now.
Yeah, but the mistakes he makes are weird.
I wouldn't consider the slip into swim a mistake, to be honest.
That is not the mistake. I consider the aiming high and shooting so powerful a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, the Aqua Tank Bazooka is weird.
Yeah, but it still works similarly to a normal bazooka in that straight shots.
Oh my god, camera. Stop jiggling.
You mean the camera shake that's going on right now?
Yeah. That is a kill. Now the medic is next, right?
Sapper, I believe, but might be the medic.
No, it's medic next. If the sapper was lower than full HP, Fab could still actually win this.
Yeah, it's kind of painful to watch a match where the outcome is kind of very close to the
Com can
side.
still make a mistake. That can always happen, but still. Yeah, that is the final turn. At least he brought the game back to 1v1, exactly, yes.
Wow! With his last shot just barely hitting that fine.
Didn't the medic have tank crates? No, he didn't, I guess.
He did. He definitely did.
Wait, is Com forgetting? Okay. He doesn't even have TNTs anymore, he just has shrapnels.
Wait, but why didn't the medic drop crates? He had
No, he didn't have anything. He didn't have anything.
Oh wait.
He used all the things he had.
He used the 2 things, right. Yeah.
Oh, that was a little early in the detonation. That you can see that is exactly 70 damage. So Com actually risked a little bit here, but he does take the game.
Yes, indeed. Very solidly played, I'd say, by both of them, but Com definitely more consistent here.
Yeah, it's the classic match where map 1 was pretty even, and 1 or 2 plays shifted it in the direction of Com, and then the second one was just Com had the advantage, exploited it very well. Fab did hang on to the game in a very well-played way. Like this specific map, Aqua Base, has a very specific end game that you can play around with, but although he brought the game from 4v1 to 1v1, it was just not enough.
Yeah, 150 HP is not something you go up against with 190 HP pig.
So, that brings them to a tie on the leaderboard, I think. No, actually, Com jumps forward, because Fab won his game 2-1. But it's all to play for. There's still 2 matches for both of them to play. Com will skip next week. Yeah, so the qualification is still very much open, but Com did a very big jump with this win. Alright, then that's everything from us, and I hope you enjoyed the game. We'll see you guys in the next time from ADB and 95 and Borealis. That's everything.
Yep, enjoy the week.
See ya!